Let's take a look at using exponents. There are other things in this section, but I'm going to focus primarily or only on this one right now because of the confusion sometimes people have. The biggest part of it is that people tend to apply, well, first, people get mixed up on what to do with that negative. So we'll address that in a moment. The second thing is that people apply the exponent 3 before they do the work that's on the inside of the parentheses. So having said that, let's first think about what this is telling us. The negative sign simply tells you that you're going to reverse or switch or flip the things on the inside. So you have two choices here. You can either rewrite it as the denominator becomes the numerator, and the numerator becomes the denominator, and that uses up that negative that's on the outside. The other option is to work with the inside and leave the negative there until you get to the point later on where it's a lot cleaner on the inside. It's entirely your choice which way to do it. If you follow the order of operations, then this is the method to use because it says to work inside grouping symbols such as parentheses before you apply exponents. So in this case, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take a look at the fact that I have a 15 and a 60. 15 goes into 15 once and into 60 4 times. So that's going to give me a 4 on top. So it basically cancels the 15 with a 1 and the 60 with a 4. I have an x cubed. I'm going to bring this up to the top as x squared, which means me x to the 5th power. The y squared comes to the bottom as y to the negative 2. So I can do 5 take away 2. So I have y to the 3rd power. And there's still a negative sign in there. So I'll leave that negative sign with the 4. Now I am going to apply the exponent, but first I'm going to apply the negative. So now I'm going to do the flipping of the inside, y cubed, over negative 4 x to the 5th to the 3rd power. So my next step will be to apply the exponent of 3. And so I'm going to have y to the 3rd to the 3rd. Now I can do the negative 3 times, or I'll just do it as it's negative 4 to the 3rd power. And it's x to the 5th to the 3rd power. So that becomes y to the 9th on top. Negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4 is negative 64. And 5 times 3 is 15. We do not ever leave the negative on the bottom of a fraction. You put it in front. So it becomes negative 64x. Oops, I started writing that in the wrong place. So let's fix that. Negative y to the 9th power, 64x to the 15th power. Very good. So this one focuses on cleaning up the inside, applying the negative, the outside negative, which isn't really a negative. It's simply a mathematical symbol telling you to flip the numerator and denominator. Then applying the 3, and then cleaning it up by putting the negative in front. There's nothing else to simplify here. All right. I hope that helps with this type of problem. Thank you for listening.